Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great Wednesday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the show, guys, as you know, from time to time, I like to do these versed videos, or on the channel, taking a Masters figure of an incredible figure and comparing it to his Origins version. And I've never done one for He-Man and Skeletor because, I mean, with He-Man and Skeletor, there's so many different versions of He-Man and Skeletor out there in the Origins line and Masters line. Who do I pick? Which one do I want to pick to represent these incredible figures here? And so, no brainer. I finally realized it's absolutely no brainer. I mean, and I might do a video on the other versions of He-Man, Skeletor down the road, like Thunder Punch and Battle Armor and Dragon Blaster when they come out. But with no doubt, it's got to be vintage He-Man. And so I picked two versions of He-Man right there in the MasterVerse line that kind of represents his vintage look, okay? And of course, in Origins, I have his reissue right there. And of course, I had to do the cartoon collection version of He-Man, okay? So what you see here is just a variety of different He-Mans in that same style right there. All right, we'll compare each and every one of them, the artwork, the figure itself, all right? And hopefully have a lot of fun, okay? Now, of course, if you are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope everyone hits that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. Hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos, and please share this video who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's take a look at He-Man. Now, before we get into the comparisons here, I did manage to find one new item for my collection. Now, on September 13th, I've mentioned this before, there's going to be a new game coming out called Funko Fusion. And this is like a Lego-based open-world game, which you can be part of Xbox, PlayStation, PC. And in this world, you can, be in the Master of the Universe world. And at Hot Topic right now, there is a new Funko Pop right here. There's He-Man right here, Funko Fusion right here. And I'm going to unbox him. We're going to take a look. This is the first time ever unboxing a Funko Pop here, okay? Now, the reason why I'm unboxing is that in the back right there, there is a code to redeem for the game. And the code, I believe it could be for a variety of different figures. And one of them, it could be for the Slime Horde He-Man, that green variant with the red eyes that you can play in the game. So I'm going to unbox this version of He-Man and take a look, all right? But first of all, let's take a look at the packaging real fast. So beautiful artwork here. Look at that. That looks amazing. Him standing on like looks like Grayskull. You got the power sword, with the lightning right there. Beautiful. There's top of the packaging, right there. He-Man right there. Oh, I love the all black artwork right here, or boxing right here. Now in the back, right here, you can see there's a chase version of He-Man right there. So in the game, there is this evil Eddie Funko that takes control of the figures in the game. And at some point, when you're in the Master of the Universe themed level, he does take control of He-Man, and so that's what he looks like. That's that pinkish red version of He-Man. I think this is the chase version. And right next to him, if you can see it right there, is that Scaremare and Scareglow ride figure right there. So I did find him, this version of He-Man at Hot Topic, if you are interested, okay, to add to your Funko Pop collection. So let's go ahead and unbox this. This is, like I said, this is my very first unboxing of Funko Pop here. So hang on. I'm not sure how this works. Okay, all right. Okay, it slides right out. Okay, oops. So there's that code, or there's that little exclusive event right there. You can redeem a code right there, which you just scratch off right there, and it's supposed to unlock a new character in the game. All right, let's take a look at old He-Man here. All right, so there's old He-Man right there. That's really good. I like that. All right, pretty cool. All right, now moving on to the verse part of the video here. Which He-Man do you prefer? I guess you know, in the long run, it doesn't really matter because it's He-Man, you know? I mean, there's so many different versions of He-Man, iconic versions of He-Man. But let's start with his Origins version first, okay? Now, this one right here was his reissue, part of Wave 5, that they reissued with the more updated, more iconic 80s look in the face sculpt right there. Of course, you have the Master Universe logo here, He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. They got the Red Rocks blasting. And there's old He-Man right there in the packaging. There he is. Retro play for posing. Comes with that comic right there as well from Wave 5 with Fisto. There you go. Amazing. And there he is out of the packaging. So at this point, you know, after this point, I guess I say, every version of He-Man had this face sculpt. Now, prior to this, you know, it was the first wave version of He-Man head sculpt that people didn't care for it. I didn't mind it, you know, as far as a collector. I thought it had that Filmation style look to it with the hair, and it was a different take on it, and it was okay. You know, I do prefer this version over that version, okay, but still an amazing version of He-Man right here. So let me know in the comments below, as far as vintage classic He-Man, you know, what is when your favorite version of He-Man has been out in Origins and MasterVerse. Of course, there's that gorgeous artwork right there, with that same lightning we just saw with the Funko Pop. Right there, of course, the cross cell. Alright. Moving right along. Now we're going to look at his 40th anniversary single-carded Walmart exclusive He-Man version. Now this was roughly the same time with that double pack, that 2-pack with Skeletor that came out. And the only difference between this version of He-Man and that double pack, of course, is that his trunks and his boots are flocked, the double pack. This version is not. But still, everything else is still the same. Okay, the face sculpt looks great. Let's take a look. And this is probably like, and this is right here, like the first hint, you know, the first version we got with the new packaging that we would now get from the MasterVerse line now. Of course, we have the 30 points of articulation. You have the MasterVerse logo here. You can see right there with the newer style right there. So this is like the first hint, you know, the first time in the MasterVerse line that we got the new packaging, or the upcoming new packaging, I guess. Got the 40th anniversary sticker. You have He-Man right there. You got this battle axe and power sword. It comes with extra pairs of hands. I mean, beautifully packaged right there. Big window box. Looks absolutely beautiful. His shield. You got the He-Man, the Master Universe logo here. Looks incredible. The most powerful man in the universe. Got some red rocks. Of course, we're blasting all around the packaging. And of course, a gorgeous full artwork in the back right here with He-Man right there, and Battle Cat and Skeletor right there, which is a shame. I really think they should have given us a single-carded Walmart exclusive, Target exclusive, Filmation style MasterVerse 40th anniversary Skeletor, single-carded, like they did with He-Man. I think that's a major misstep in my mind right there. But still, gorgeous artwork. You got Grayskull in the background. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And, I mean, I cannot say, you know, enough about good things about this version of He-Man. This is probably one of my favorite versions of He-Man in the MasterVerse line. I love the face sculpt. The face sculpt itself, I mean, really, you know, gives me those 80s vibes. Those 80s, vintage 80s He-Man vibes with the face sculpt here. It looks great. Beautifully done. I mean, you can't... I mean, absolutely amazing. And his flock version is even, you know, better in my mind as well. But what a great version of He-Man. Incredible. I mean, I cannot say, you know, enough but good things about this version of He-Man. Hopefully you were been able to get this version of He-Man. He was a Walmart exclusive, retail exclusive, and I hope you've been able to add him to your collection. What a great version of He-Man here. Alright. Now, moving right along for another MasterVerse. Now, this version of He-Man, okay, was part of the Revolution Battle Armored version here. We just got this version, okay. So here is the packaging. Show you the artwork again. Got, you know, the MasterVerse updated logo here. 30 points of articulation, part of the Netflix show. Now, this is the battle armor variant here with the battle axe. But in the back, one of the items that he does come with is, of course, his vintage harness, his battle harness that we've known and loved. But, of course, there's a different take on it, a slightly different take on the harness. Okay. And this version of He-Man right here, which I have right here, of course, instead of the cross on the chest, it's the H for He-Man. I'll show you the differences right there. Get them standing right next to each other. Right there. But almost identical. I mean, different, trunks are a little bit longer and it has a much darker brown to it. A very good take on He-Man, actually. Now, I kept the face sculpt here because I want to keep, I'm trying to get my loose collection of He-Man, and I'm trying to get all different versions of He-Man loose in the collection. And so I decided to keep this head sculpt on this version of He-Man here. This is still not a bad head sculpt. I do prefer this head sculpt over this one, but for the video's sake, I want to make it a little bit different to compare and let you guys see it and and let me know in your eyes, in your mind, what version of He-Man that you prefer. This version or this, even the body types are much different here. In the abs and the chest right there, you can see the difference right there in the figure itself and the body, even the face sculpts. I mean, not the face sculpts, but the skin tone. One thing I don't like about this version of He-Man is that this version of He-Man on the forehead and on his cheeks, they have this sprayed on tan look to him. I don't really like that. So that's the one thing I don't like about this version of He-Man. But everything else is perfect, absolutely perfect. Of course, you can see the differences in the Power Sword. Now, this version of the Power Sword here, guys, which is not included with this version of He-Man in the packaging here, it just comes with a battle axe. Because in this time frame, in the show, Revolution show, he gives the Power Sword to Gwildor to help create the virus, the techno-virus that's going around Eternia. And so that's that Power Sword that's part of the Orko Gwildor 2-pack. So that's why I included it with this version of He-Man. I absolutely love it right here. But you can see the different styles too, from the Filmation style to the Revolution or Revelation style sword right there. Even the armor. I mean, it's the same armor, I guess. I'm talking about the bracelet right here is different from this version of He-Man right here. Also, unfortunately, this version of He-Man does not come with a shield as well, but still an iconic version of He-Man. But out of the two, I would say that this version of He-Man I prefer over this one. All right. So moving right along to the final figure. Oops, my thing's gonna fall. All right, let's get He-Man right here. Let's get right here. And of course, I had to include the Filmation style He-Man. The one that started. Not the one. I mean, the one. The cartoon version. For me, this is the one that kind of started it all for me. From the Filmation cartoon. Yes, not the '80s. Version variant, but still an iconic look of He-Man here. The one that the toy was based off of in a way, but beautifully done. Of course, you have the '80s Adventures, the He-Man, and the Master Universe logo here from the Filmation cartoon. He-Man again. You got the Filmation style Grayskull looking absolutely beautiful. There is He-Man right there. Of course, we got that other variant, part of that He-Man 4-pack, the Mattel Creations exclusive. And the only difference between this version of He-Man and the one of that one is that the weapons are vac metaled. Okay. But what an incredible version of He-Man here. Beautifully done. And I see, with that Wave 1 variant of He-Man that came out, part of Wave 1, they were trying to, I think, go for that Filmation style look with the hair, I believe, with that version of He-Man. I wish I had that version right now, but it's at another location. But beautifully done, I gotta say, about this version of He-Man. Can't say nothing but good things about it. So got the cartoon logo here. Of course, the artwork is beautifully done, as always. There he is right there, taking on the Filmation style Skeletor from the Mask of Power. Of course, he has the Sword of Ancients, part of that same episode. So you have two iconic power swords with him. Beautifully done. Back around. And here he is right here. I love the definition and the muscles and the legs. Of course, the abs look incredible. Everything perfectly done with this version of He-Man. And this still is an iconic version of He-Man right here. His re-release of He-Man here, part of Wave 5. Amazing, absolutely amazing right there. Two incredible versions of He-Man. Like I said, there's no right or wrong answer here. I mean, every version of this He-Man, of all these He-Man I showed you, are 100% perfect, you know. But if I had to pick one out of these two here, you know, the Filmation version or the more updated vintage Origins version, man, I would say this one for sure. I mean, Filmation, you know, has a special place in my heart. I absolutely love that show, and the fact that we are, you know, getting these amazing, you know, versions of the characters in the Filmation style, line. I mean, for me, I mean, no question, this is my #1 version of He-Man here. But this is still an iconic look of He-Man, you know, of the 80s. I mean, beautifully done, absolutely amazing as well. But let me know in the comments below if you want. You know, what was your favorite version of He-Man that has come out so far in Origins and MasterVerse? So if you had to pick between these two figures here, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the 40th anniversary or the more updated Revolution version of him? Okay. And of course, do you have the cartoon collection version? Or do you like his updated Wave 5 variant right there? Or do you prefer the Wave 1 version? In fact, let me get the Wave 1 version real fast, guys. I think it's not fair that I keep, you know, mentioning the Wave 1 figure. In fact, let me get that. Look at this. Oops. Let me get that. Let me get that Wave 1 figure really fast, at least in the packaging. But I'm going to put the new Funko Pop I just got. And I'm looking for that Chase version as well. I think that Chase version looks absolutely amazing. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. Hang on. Now, I'm sure that everyone who's been collecting Origins already know what the Wave 1 version of He-Man that came out. So, there you go. So now I have all, like, 3 versions of He-Man right here in Origins. Of course, you got the re-release in the fifth wave, his vintage Wave 1 look, and his Filmation style. And as you can see with the Filmation style and the Wave 1, you can see what I'm talking about as far as the long hair in between the two right here. And I think that's what you know, Mattel was trying to give us. A part of Wave 1 is that Filmation style look to him with the longer hair instead of the shorter hair that, you know, from the 80s, vintage 80s line. So you like it's like a combination of like the two here. You have this version, and it comes like in a way in this version here. But there's all 3 versions of He-Man. Give you a better look right there to decide. You know, if I had to pick, you know, my top 3, the top 3 He-Mans there, #1 right here, #2, and #3. But there you go, guys. There's a look at He-Man. You know, the classic version of He-Man. Like I said, I might do a versus with this Thunder Punch look from MasterVerse and Origins. Hopefully, when we get Battle Armor as well, we can do Battle Armor. We can do hopefully Flying Fist He-Man. Hopefully, Laser Powered Sword He-Man. Hopefully, it will be coming out soon in Origins and MasterVerse. This is, you know, we just gotta wait and see. But there you go, guys. There's a look at all the versions of He-Man. You know, just the normal variant. Let me show you this real fast too, guys. I'm sure I've seen this hundreds of times on the channel, but I'm gonna show you one more time. The different packagings of the re-released He-Man, part of Wave 5, and to his Wave 1 variant right there. You see. Of course, this variant has the new for 20 right there. First time in the line. He-Man, Master of the Universe, same thing, exactly the same. It's just different comics, just different head sculpts, basically. But the artwork, in a way, this, it's almost similar to the fan favorite re-releases of the figures, because with those, we get the same artwork with the fan favorite from the original box, from the original wave, but different artwork or figures, or cross sells. So this variant has the Wave 1 figures right here. And this one has the Wave 5 version. But I do like the fact that, I think I mentioned this before, it's kind of cool. I don't know if they planned this or not, but with the original He-Man, part of Wave 1, you see the first version of Evil Lyn from Wave 1. And then right in this version, you have the 2000X version of Evil Lyn. Same location. I think that was, I don't know if that was planned, but I think that's really cool. They did that. I think that's really, really cool. Seeing both versions of Evil Lyn, with He-Man here. Two different versions of her. Amazing versions. Alright. But there you go, guys. There's a look, of the iconic He-Man, I'm still on the hunt, guys, for new figures. I have figures coming to the channel. They've been shipped. But with Labor Day weekend, it's a little behind right now. So, of course, I'm always on the eye out for new figures in Walmart. Hope I can find that Spike-Core figure to unbox with you guys. Any of the Turtles of Grayskull, Wave 4 figures. Hopefully Leatherhead, the newest deluxe figure, should be coming out hopefully very soon to Walmart. And I hopefully to take a look at him as well on the channel. Beastman, I've got the 1987 version of Beastman coming to unbox with you guys. And some minifigures as well. And of course, I'm going to be hunt for He-Man Funko Pops, new ones. The Thundercats, like I said, I just started a new collection, Thundercats, because I absolutely love the Thundercats, and I've gotten a couple great figures, and hopefully to add to that line. All right, so hopefully that'll be a lot of fun. All right. So once again, guys, I like to take the time to, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. All right, this has been a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments below, what's been your favorite version of He-Man in this amazing universe, from Origins to MasterVerse. Okay. First, don't forget to hit that notification bell when you upload new videos. All right. If I don't find anything new tomorrow, we'll do a full thing of Skeletor. Now, with Skeletor, it's gonna be a little bit different with He-Man, because I have to use the Skeletor part of that double pack, that Mattel exclusive 40th anniversary double pack, as his single carded Filmation style version. All right, I'll show you what I mean by that by tomorrow. So hopefully you'll join me for that. So I hope you guys have a great Wednesday, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Take care, and have a good one, everybody.